becoming more popular than for whatever
baseball's
reason.
sort of dwindled away a little bit.
It really has, hasn't it? Maybe it'll come back because they're going to come and they're going to change Major League Baseball next year. It's going to be a time clock.
Yeah, right.
Because these games
That's
are
what I've heard,
3.5 hours, and it's too long. And kids
I would
get
like
bored.
to see if we can't get more involved down there and put some lights up. Get somebody to sponsor some lights. Put some lights on the field. Try to attract different things down there. But different organizations come down and play the games. I would love to be able to do that. I just don't.
It's a nice field.
Yeah, it is a nice field, and I would like to be able to utilize it, but I don't know really if we can make that happen. Right now. That's something I would like to try to do, though.
Yeah. Well, you talked about the Recreation Commission. What are some of the things that they do? Did they get involved with a Friday event? Do you have?
No. The Friday event is Fridays by the Bay. That's the Bayshore Discovery.
I see.
People down at the Bayshore. They're good people too.
Yes, they are.
And they've pretty much put together the Commercial Township Day, which was supposed to be October 2nd this past year, but we had the storm, so we had to cancel.
I see.
Yeah. So now we're trying to reschedule that. I believe sometime in May is what they've decided they're going to do. Mainly because that October, first weekend of October, second week of October, time period is very busy for all the other townships in Cumberland County.
Yeah,
there's a
Oakland
lot of
Township
things going on.
has their day.
Right, exactly.
Weekend.
So what we decided to do was just go to a different time period to try to.
Right.
It's hard to get vendors. It's hard to get people to show up, to these things when they got so many other places to go to.
Gotcha. So. We're talking with Mike Vizzard, the mayor of Commercial Township. We'll be back to talk more with Mike right after these messages.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Cumberland County, we are proud of our county recreation offerings. From supporting countywide youth programs, Bridgeton's Cohanzic Zoo, Vineland's Main Street, Millville's Downtown Art District, and expanding access to our Delaware Bay Shore. Cumberland has endless opportunities to enjoy, and we're not done yet. Get ready for our new and improved county fairgrounds. That's why Dr. Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez and I are the people's candidate. I'm Darlene Barber, and I support this message.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization. Al Jones, Treasurer.
Anybody feel that falling?
Let's hear more from the Star family.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
Welcome back to Around South Jersey. My special guest is the mayor of Commercial Township, Mike Vizzard. And Mike, you've got a couple of fellas that are on the committee with you. Tell us about them.
Well, Joe Claudy is the newest member of the committee. This is his first year. He's a very good guy. He's helped me out as much as he can, and I appreciate that. We've been working very well together. And of course, the other one's Fletcher Jameson,
who's been here forever.
And he's been there forever. Yep. He says this is his last term, but that's what he said 3 terms ago. But yeah, Fletcher is always right there with me on everything I need. So
that's nice.
It's good. We have a good team. We have a good team right now.
Yeah, that's important. To work together. I've been fortunate, other than the 2-year period of time out of 33 and a half years I served in government, I had great people to work with. That 1-2 year period of time was horrible. Mm-hmm. That's when I left Millville to go back to the county. I just couldn't deal with a couple of people that were not my cup of tea, let's put it that way.
Right,
so, right. I think about it though, 33 and a half years, only 2 of those were bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm. And in fact, I just did a show recently. We had celebrated the first, I got elected mayor of Millville in 1997, so it was 25 years ago. And I had people that got elected with me, Jeff Trout, Jimmy Parent, Joe Durella. John Hollingshead also did, but he passed away. So the 4 of us reminisced and talked about him. And the 5 of us got together really, really well. You had 2 Republicans, 3 Democrats. We didn't care about the party. We cared about the people. And we just had a great 4-year period of time, which is important. And I'm sure you guys, the same thing. It's, you're here to serve the people and do what needs to be done. Now,
that's the main goal, is to serve the people. That's what I've always tried to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've talked about you growing up here all of your life and, staying in the area. So when you graduated high school, did you go to the electrical field then?
I did, yeah. Right after graduation, within 3 months, I was in the apprenticeship program for the electricians.
How long does that take?
Back then it was 4 years. Now it's 5 years.
Okay.
But back then it was a 4-year apprenticeship.
Who did you go work with?
Snell Electric Environment.
Okay.
William E. Snell. I worked there. I worked there for a long time. I can't even tell you how long now. But I was a shop kid for 5 years, I guess. When I was 16 or something like that, or 15, my mom drove me to Vineland to take me to work there. So,
wow.
So I worked for them in the shop, and I got into the apprenticeship program. I stayed with them all the way through till graduation. When I graduated the apprenticeship program, they laid me off, and I went to work for Heyman Electric. But,
well, at least they gave you a chance to get your feet on the ground.
Then, actually, they went out of business soon after that. So I went to work for Bechtel out at the nuclear plant, and then then back to Heyman again. So.
Oh, and when did you go to GM
Let's see. It was I purchased GM White in 2001, so I went to work for him in 1997.
Okay.
I worked with him for several years. He wanted to retire and offered me a buyout for the company. So he knew I was going to start my own company eventually. So instead of doing that, I just bought his.
That makes sense. Yeah. Makes it nice. So you've had it for 21 years.
Yep, 21 years. Yes.
Oh, that's great. And you told me the other day something about retirement.
I
not
did retire.
The company.
I did retire. I retired from the union. I did. So I am officially retired out of Local 351, but I can't get rid of the company. I can't retire from the company. I'll go to my coffin with that company.
I was going to say, and I'm the same way. I could not totally retire. I'd get bored. So now I know one thing you do that I don't do that you enjoy doing is hunting.
I do.
Right.
Yes.
That's something, and you will travel to places to go hunting. So what else do you like to do besides hunting? Fishing?
I don't really care too much about fishing. I have gone fishing, but my passion is hunting. I do like to do that. I love hanging around with my grandkids.
Yeah, you've got some adorable grandchildren. Oh, and tell everybody.
I know. I was going to say that right now. I can't say that without saying happy birthday to my daughter, Michelle. She's 35 today. She just turned 35. So happy birthday, Michelle.
Happy birthday, Michelle.
So my grandkids are great to hang around with.
How old are they? What's their names?
Cole is 10. He's 10, and Bryce just turned 5. So
that's cute. I got similar ages. I got Carter is 9, and Bubba is 7. So they're in that general age group as well. Yeah, they're cute. Now, do they go to Haleyville School?
No, they don't. They live in Pittsgrove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then they must know Dr. Ocasio,
They do,
Dr.
yes.
Priscilla Ocasio Jimenez.
Yes.
She's the principal probably of your
Yeah.
5-year-old
My
school.
5-year-old
right?
school, yes.
That's good. And what does your daughter do besides take care of the children?
She's a dental assistant. She works for a dental office.
Really?
In Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Dr. John, he's my dentist too. So
Oh, well, I'm looking for one, so maybe I'll go head up that way or something. That's really nice.
my youngest daughter, she's still working for the city of Austin in Texas. She's it's something to do environmental practices. That's what her degree is, and she's working for the city. With the Department of Transportation. So
Oh, that's nice.
She's doing very well down there. Yeah.
Wow.
They're engaged. Her and Jake Weibel. Jake Weibel.
Oh, God, I love him.
Oh, yeah.
See, your daughter's got to be a sweetheart, too. What a
They're
pair they
engaged,
would
so
be. Wow.
They haven't pinned down a date yet, which hint, Kelsey, come on. But
How old is Kelsey?
she's 30. She just turned 30.
That's still young. Wow, that is really something. Hank Weibel was her grandpa, and Chuck Weibel was her dad, and just the nicest people. My goodness, or his dad, I should say. Yeah, just Jake is special. That's Weibel family is good people. So she's smart, and he is too, because the Vizzard family's pretty darn good too. That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. I'm proud of my kids. They've done well for themselves. So.
Yeah, they really have. That's great. Yeah, good fields they're in. The only thing is, Texas is a long way.
It is. Yeah.
How does it take? 5 hours to get there? 6?
It's probably a 5-hour flight with a layover.
Yeah. Wow, it's a ways to go. But I've been in Texas when I've driven through it, going from Florida up to Idaho when my son was moving from Florida to Idaho. That's where his wife's from. So I've been in every state in the United States except Hawaii.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. What I used to do is I would fly into an area like Las Vegas, spend a couple weeks, and then drive, rent a car and then drive 4 or 5 states around there. And then another time, my wife went to college in Minnesota. So while she was there, I went up to South Dakota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, and all that area. So it was pretty neat to be able to get the.
I can't say I've been in every state. I haven't been in every state, but I've been in a lot of them, including Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii.
Oh, so you got me. You already.
But I can't say I've been to every. I haven't been to California or Washington or
beautiful states. They really
Oregon,
are.
any of this. Yeah. I haven't been to far west.
This is a funny story. We're up in the Northwest, and my son is 13, and he's all excited because everywhere, except for 2 states at that time in the United States, you can pump your own gas.
Right. Okay.
So in Washington State, he'd get out and pump the gas. So we got into Oregon, and he started to get out. I said, "No, Ryan, this is the same as New Jersey. Oregon, you're not allowed to pump your own gas." So he was a little disappointed when we were in Oregon. Right. But I think now they do allow people to pump their own gas. I think we're the only one left.
And I think we're moving. I think New Jersey's going to move away from that soon.
You think so?
Yeah.
What about? I wanted to talk to you a little bit about cannabis. Are you allowed to have cannabis? The township committee, do you permit cannabis to be grown in commercial townships?
We do, yes. We passed the ordinances. There's 5 different ordinances that we've passed, or 5 different facets of the ordinance that we've passed, which allows for the growing and the shipping and the selling and the wholesale and all that for cannabis. So that's another industry that I'm really trying to push to get developed down there. It's an industry that can be very lucrative, and with the taxes that the state allows you to put on there, you'd be foolish not to try it. So.
Yeah. I mean, somebody was saying to me, I can't believe you're for marijuana. I said, I'm not really for marijuana,
right, exactly.
But from a governmental standpoint, as a former government official, the benefit to the taxpayer is wonderful because it's 2% on the gross.
Correct. That's
and
right.
Folks, you're talking millions of dollars.
That's right.
And, so that's a good situation to be able to do, at least if you have.
And we do have several applications.
In the township. That's fantastic.
Yes. We're just waiting. I know one of them has the approval from the states to be able to do that. The biggest problem is infrastructure.
Right.
There's nowhere to build a plant down there because there's no electricity big or capable enough to be able to support the plant. So that company has looked into the electric company building substations for them, you know, which is, from what they tell me, is going to go, but it just takes time for that to happen, you know. So.
Well, you know, it's funny. Jerry Velasquez was on my show last night. Same
Okay.
thing. We talked about Atlantic Electric not being able to get up to the level where they need to be. And I built a solar field. I'm sure you saw it. Well, yeah, you have, because you've done electrical work for me in Upper Deerfield next to my property there. It took me quite a while to get them to give me permission to build it. And I guess whatever they need to provide. Or
Yeah, well, their infrastructure is very old. You know, they've been doing a very good job. I will give them kudos. They've been doing a very good job trying to improve that infrastructure. It's just nowhere near the capacity that we need right now to be able to support solar. I mean, there's places in Commercial Township where they will not allow you to put solar because it just won't support it.
Yeah, it took me a while to get approval to get the solar field and put it in. And, I mean, it's been great because I get SREX money from it each month, and it also powers everything out there. So, you know, there's no, of course, it costs me a lot of money to put it in, but there's no electric bill, so to speak. So, and it's environmentally much better than anything else that you can do. Boy, here, I guess, I was going to ask you, I don't see much solar, or there's no big solar fields in Commercial Township, are there?
Not in Commercial Township, no. We have several smaller fields that the Township has put in, like at our senior center. We put a small one
that's
in there.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
At the ball field for our Shepherd Center there, we put solar in there. But they're small fields. I mean, one at our Township Hall. It's small fields just to offset the cost of electricity for the taxpayers into these buildings. You know.
That it's not a giant one.
It's not a giant one.
But that's smart, though. Again, that's economically good for the taxpayer.
Right.
And I'm sure there are probably people in the township that have solar on
Yes,
their
there
roof
is.
and stuff like that.
And I know there's a lot more people that want to put it in, but they're just not allowed to.
Wow, that's a shame. Yeah, I know what that was when I went through that as well. And I can understand, in fairness to Atlantic Electric, they never dreamed about the cannabis buildup. I mean, that is astronomically popular everywhere they want to put it. I understand there's supposed to be one right close to us here, right outside of the motorsports park in the industrial park, the airport industrial park. Millville has acquired a solar provider that is interested in doing that. So again, for Millville, that'll be a good thing because they'll get that monies back. Now, Mike, with these, are they mostly, I guess they have to be enclosed, sort of like a building?
They do, yes.
Okay.
Yes, they're not allowed to be outdoor grown.
I see.
It all has to be indoors, has to be secure, has to be, cameras and security systems and fencing. And
Yeah, I've heard it's got to have like barbed wire fence and everything.
Right.
I guess I don't know if I want one next to my house because it wouldn't be very attractive, but it's certainly financially a wonderful thing for the township to be able to do. So how is the township financially? Have you had to raise taxes much?
We have not raised taxes this past year. We did do a small tax increase this past year, but over the last 6 years that I've been in, it works out to less than a 1% or 1 cent increase for the last 6 years. So
that's great.
1 cent per 100, yeah. But so yeah, I mean, we've done very good keeping the tax rates down. Unfortunately, the way things have gone, with the COVID and with the costs that we can't control, we are going to have to start looking at trying to figure out how to make those monies up. Okay.
Well, hopefully the barging.
That's what we're looking at. Yes,
that should be helpful to millions of dollars. Boy, that is just great. We sort of talked about that the last time, and I didn't realize how impactful it is when 500 truckloads of sand can be shipped on a barge.
Right.
Wow, that's mind-boggling. It really is. Wow, they must be pretty good-sized barges.
Oh, they are. They're huge barges. It's amazing how much they put in there. Wow. It's amazing they don't sink.
Yeah.
I watched them load a couple of them, and I just could not believe they weren't sinking.
So what the 20-ton trucks of sand go down and they back up and just
they have conveyors. Yeah, they have conveyors that they one company uses a front end loader to dump it on conveyors. The other company uses a conveyor system where the trucks just go up onto a ramp and dump it into the conveyor and put it on the barge.
Okay.
But both of them use conveyors to load the barges.
Yeah. So there's two barges?
Two of them.
Two that go. Is the possibility of more? Or is that the most right now?
I think that's going to be the most. I have not heard of a third company wanting to come in. You know? And I'm not pushing for a third company to come in. You know, I want to try to do something different.
And you got to be careful for the residents, the number of trucks. So when they come across the Morristown Bridge, they go down the road they dedicated for Jim Pirelli. What's that called?
That's the Morristown bypass.
Okay. And they go down there, and then they go by the Haleyville School.
Correct.
And
they
go into
North
Avenue.
Yep. Follow North Avenue all the way down to High Street, or I'm sorry, Main Street. And they right there. We're trying to. Well, for right now, as far as the Ricky brothers, the old Ricky brothers, which is Sylvie now, we're trying to figure out a way of building a bypass road to bypass the trucks around Port Norris, so there's no trucks going through the center of Port Norris.
I see.
That's a little ways down the road, but we're looking at it. We're trying to figure that out.
Right.
We have a lot of truck grants coming up. You know, DOT grants coming up that we're going to refinish Strawberry Avenue. You know, fix Strawberry Avenue, repave that from James Moore Road all the way into Main Street, and then there's a possibility of building a new road to extend Strawberry Avenue all the way over to High Street, so that it takes the trucks around Port Norris. So that's one thing we're looking at trying to do. You know, keep the trucks out of the center city of Port Norris. But we have a project we're starting next year that's going to be High Street in Port Norris. We're repaving all of High Street from Strawberry Avenue all the way to Ogden Avenue.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And that's in conjunction with Cumberland County. Cumberland County is helping us.
Right, that's the county.
Yes, county road. So they're helping us with that. We took the initiative to get the grant, and the county has offset a lot of the cost and helped us to obtain, you know, monies to be able to do that project, especially their bridge on High Street. It needs to be repaired. Our Main Street needs to be repaired.
Right.
So they're doing that.
That's good.
We have a sluice gate down in Bivalve that we're waiting on permits for to get fixed. You know, new bridge on Miller Avenue. We're going to build a new bridge, get rid of the old crickety single lane bridges and put in new wide bridges, you know, to get the trucks to go over these bridges.
Oh, that's right.
You know, and so yeah, we're trying to improve everything we can down there to keep these trucks from going through the center of Port Norris as much as we can.
Yeah, that is very important.
Yes, right. So yeah, that's our main goal, is to improve all those infrastructures, and the county has helped us out a lot. The county has been there for us when we needed them, as far as you know, it's a county bridge. You know, it's a county bridge, and they have offered to help us repair that. We took the initiative to get the grant, you know, and they're helping us with that financially. So thanks to the county, you know, for that.
Well, I remember when I was county freeholder and had the road department for 7 or 8 years, actually 7 years. And, you know, we would work with the townships, and that's what was amazing to me, folks. When I got there, they told me there were 540 miles of county roads. It's a big county.
Yeah, sure. It
really is. I was like, wow. And I got elected in November of '82. In February of '83, we had one of the large. You were a little boy then. In February of '83, you were probably climbing like the tower.
I was on your tower.
And that year, in February, it was one of the largest snowstorms we'd ever had. It was so bad we couldn't even plow it. We had to get like front end loaders in to open the roads and stuff. And I thought, oh, welcome to the road department. Right. But I'll tell you what, the guys and gals over there did a super job. We were working long nights and long days.
Well, I feel the same way about the Commercial Township Road Department. We got what I figure is the best road department in the county.
You don't have that many people.
No, we don't. It's four people.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic. Those guys work very well together. They take care of everything that's needed to be taken care of. I hear nothing but good things from the residents. The residents love that road department.
That's super. So that's great.
Yeah, they do a good job.
Now, what about trash? Do you have a pickup?
We do have trash pickup. Yeah, that's probably our biggest expense the township pays is for trash pickup.
Okay.
Yeah,
who does it?
We bid that out. Right now, it's GME Gold Medal Enterprises.
You can't go with the one Millville, Vineland, which AC, Atlantic County Utility Authority.
We've looked into that. We put it out for bid. Yeah. We've just gotten cheaper numbers.
You got to go with best bids. That's for sure. I was saying to Jerry Velasquez last night that it was under his auspices that they brought the ACUA in because people had asked, could they do it? Could the Cumberland County Utility Authority do it? He said, no, we're really not set up for it. But the ACUA was already doing it. And I'm very pleased with job they do for us.
Right.
Now, do you have recycling? I guess you have recycling and regular pickup.
Correct. Yeah.
And
Recycling is every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what we have too. Yeah. So every week, is it? How many days a week do they have to do the township?
I believe it's split up over 3 days.
3 days. Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Okay. Commercial must be Laurel Lake's got to be the busiest.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're pretty busy in Laurel Lake.
It takes a day there almost.
Right.
Yeah. And then, of course, somebody was saying, I wanted to mention to you how proud I was for you and for the people of Port Norris, the commercial township. Someone recently said to me, Jim, I cannot believe how beautiful those homes are in Port Norris. Just really some beautiful homes. And there are in Morristown, my God, that's phenomenal too. And, even as you come out towards your area and everywhere else, there's some really attractive homes.
Right,
but the
right.
older Victorian type homes in Port Norris and
very,
of
very
course in
nice.
Morristown are just classy, really, really beautiful places. And, and it's come up a lot, over the years, although one of the first jobs I had, in fact, it was, other than the Acme, when I graduated high school, I worked for Millville Automotive. And I used to come to Port Norris every day because I'd bring parts and Laws and Henderson and D'Agostino's. And who else was down there? I had a bunch. Oh, on North going in, the golf station. Moore, was it? There was a golf station on the way into Port Norris on the left-hand side, right where your township truck places were.
That was before me.
I know. Well, I have to ask Bill Beach and work there.
That's not going to be me.
Yeah, you young kids, geez.
Right.
But I used to stop there and see Milton and Barry Ballard. And then I'd go to Laws and Taylor, and I'd go over to
I do remember Laws and Taylor, and I do remember when it changed to Laws and Laws.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
So I do remember
I
that.
had all those routes, and I'd go into Cedarville and down township, and all that was really, really neat. I enjoyed that.
Well, you had mentioned Morristown, so that reminded me. I do want to mention that we are looking for funding to repair our park in Morristown. The bulkhead is deteriorating, so it's washing in. So we're trying to get the monies to be able to repair that. So I'm actively seeking a lot of grants on that one.
That's good.
To try to get that fixed.
Do you have a grants writer for you, the township?
No,
just do it all yourself.
We do it ourselves. Yeah, we just go for it ourselves. Our engineer, our engineer.
Who's your engineer?
Remington and Vernick.
They're
Nick,
very good.
Nick Nicosmo. Yeah, Dennis. Ed Dennis.
Okay, that's the next. You got good financial people and you got good engineering people. I'll say that for you. And I know you have a good insurance company.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
He's one of the best.
Bob Connor.
Well, you know what? There's a man and I'm sure same with you. If you ask him, hey Bob, could you help donate for this?
Sure.
No problem. And he does. He makes my show possible. He makes the football games in Millville and so many things that he is just. And in his commercial, if you listen to it, he talks about how he believes to give back in the community. And he does that in the communities, which is quite a tribute to him as well. And I appreciate all he does for us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
No, I was going to say, you also mentioned the authority. So I do also want to mention, Jerry Velasquez and the authority. They've done a couple of things for us. We have a new state police barracks that's been approved to be
that's
built.
super.
To be built.
Great.
And the authority was very instrumental in making that happen for us. At, I want to say, no cost to the taxpayers.
Yeah.
That's
that's amazing.
That's going to be a new barracks there. And then
that's fabulous.
We've torn down this year alone half a dozen homes in Port Norris and Laurel Lake, and they've been very instrumental in allowing us to bring all that debris back to their free of charge.
That's nice.
Yeah, to the landfill. So thank you to the authority for allowing us to do that.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job. People don't. In fact, I told Jerry, and I'm so proud. I was sitting as a freeholder on the South Jersey Development Council, and I was the representative from Cumberland, and you had somebody, Will Morey from Cape May County, and a person from Atlantic County and Salem County, the four freeholders. And at the meeting one night, I'm sitting there, and they said, Jim Quinn, we got to tell you how proud we are of the Cumberland County Improvement Authority. I thought, really? Yeah, this was Will Morey. He said they did a fabulous job for us. They took on the redevelopment of the project. It was at the intersection of Route 9 and 47. There was a Walmart or a Kmart there, movie theater and all that, but it had just been let go. So the county got involved and Cumberland County Improvement Authority did all the funding for them, got it all set up for them, and so that they would be able to just lease the building, and then at the end of the time they end up owning it and all that stuff. And I thought, wow, if you look at that, if you're ever down in Cape May County, if you go down 47, when you get to Route 9, it's on the right-hand side. There's still the theaters built back up. They built a bowling alley, so it's a mixed use for the county and for private entrepreneurs. So, and then the fellow from Salem County was telling me how thrilled they were because they helped them with a rail project. And then what, they saved Salem County. I forgot about this. Salem County was mandated to build a new courthouse. Well, Salem County is not wealthy. They only have 60-some thousand people. The project, when they looked at it, was $80 million to build a new courthouse. They didn't have the money. So Jerry Velasquez and the Improvement Authority come in, or the authority now, come in, and they looked at the whole project, went through everything, and got it down to $30 million. They put the monies up and bonded, so that Salem County now pays them X amount of dollars per month for the payback. But it saved them $50 million, and so he was like, "Oh my God, we love your Cumberland County Improvement Authority." At that time, now it's called the Authority.
Yeah, the Authority.
But I'm very proud of them that they're able to work with others. That's shared services. That's what we talk about, doing shared services. And I'm sure at times you probably have done some yourself.
Yes, we have.
Well, even with the Improvement Authority, there's shared service as well. And where towns can work together sometimes on certain issues, that they are able to benefit both communities.
Right.
We're talking with Mike Vizzard, who is the mayor of Commercial Township, 5 years as the mayor, 6 years as a committeeman, and doing great things here in Commercial Township. Beautiful township. We'll talk about that and much more right after these messages.
As an educator, I am passionate about ensuring the success of others. In Cumberland County, we have available grants and funding opportunities. We need to continue to offer more programs for educational growth so that individuals can succeed in the workforce. Let's keep that momentum going. That's why Darlene Barber and I are the people's candidates. I am Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez, and I approve this message.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization. Al Jones, Treasurer.
Changing colors. Life's colors change daily for each of us. We go from happy to sad, anxious to peaceful. There's events we endure and ones we enjoy. The colors of life are always changing, but there's one that's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Come, let us introduce you to him. New Life Church, the church of many colors.
Have you ever wanted to make the big money? Have you ever wanted to drive the big construction equipment? Here's your chance to go to school, learn the big machines, and start a new career. MCITC is a heavy equipment operator training school that offers you the opportunity to learn to use the big machines and start earning the big benefits. Don't hesitate. Call today 856-825-6655. That's 856-825-6655. Or visit our website at mcitcnj.com.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Cumberland County, we are proud of our county recreation offerings. From supporting countywide youth programs, Bridgeton's Skahansick Zoo, Vineland's Main Street, Millville's Downtown Art District, and expanding access to our Delaware Bay Shore. Cumberland has endless opportunities to enjoy, and we're not done yet. Get ready for our new and improved county fairgrounds. That's why Dr. Priscilla Ocasio-Jimenez and I are the people's candidate. I'm Darlene Barber, and I support this message.
Ordered and paid for by the Cumberland County Regular Democratic Organization. Al Jones, Treasurer.
Yep. Welcome back to Around South Jersey. We were talking about Mike's beautiful daughter, first name?
Michelle.
Michelle, who's 35 today. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle. And one of my favorite people, and one of Ryan Narowski's favorite grandmothers, is Helen Myers. And today is her birthday, and she is a beautiful lady. And happy birthday, Helen. I don't know, did you ever know Joyce Vanneman, newspaper reporter?
No.
Anyway, Joyce was very well known as a newspaper reporter, especially for covering Millville. But she always had nothing but the highest praise for his grandmother and his grandfather. She loved them. She'd see them at the health club, and she said, she makes the perfect wife of a minister, and she does. And of course, he's a great minister. He's just got great personality. So happy birthday to Helen and to your daughter. So it's a good day, right?
That's a very good
It's
day.
a wonderful
Yes.
day. So, Mike, I think that things that I really like about Commercial Township, and I got to tell you what a good guy this guy is. I have a friend who owns a property in Laurel Lake in Commercial Township, and he's building and renovating it. So one Saturday night he and I are down there about 10 o'clock at night, and he's got the lights on his truck, and he turns it off to show me his house with the lights so we can see to get in. It was late at night. Well, guess what? We go back to the truck to turn the truck on, and it's dead. He goes, Jim, what do we got to do? I said, I know Mike Vizzard. I called Mike Vizzard. Jim, I'll be right there. In less than 5 minutes, he was there. So the man is a good man. And, and the other thing, too, folks, people always say about your reputation. Well, if you know Mike, you know what a good guy he is. And also the fact that his company, GM White Electrical Contractors, they show up, they do a first-class job for you, and they really care about their customers. So that's a good thing. He's got wonderful children, wonderful friend in Marie, a wonderful ex-wife. You've got it everywhere.
That's it.
You do, don't you? So you're lucky. You really do. You have a lot of wonderful family.
I'm very
friends.
lucky. Yes.
Yeah, you really are. So when we talked about during the break, you talked about the Phillies. So you do go to the Phillies game?
I do, yes.
Okay.
This
Where are
is,
your seats?
Section 130, seats 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, something like that.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
So they've had a great year this year, buddy.
That's right.
I never dreamed. I've had seats there since they opened 18 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm in the Hall of Fame section, row 8, section 215. But I was talking about going to the National League Championship game, and the tickets for my price from the Phillies was just $210 per ticket. My grandson went with me. But I stood for 3.5 hours. Nobody sat down. It's like, folks, could we sit down? Everybody's excited and they're waving their towels and they're all standing there. So I enjoyed it on TV sometimes a little bit more.
Yeah, that's me. I enjoy it on TV.
But that's one of the things I really enjoy going to the Phillies games. I enjoy the socialization too. The game moves slowly, but if I have Mike there or Nick Aselda goes with me a lot, Tony Cerace, Bill Pickle, you know Bill Pickle,
I do know Bill. Yep.
He hangs up the street here all the time
Mm-hmm.
at the former mayor's house. Bill's a mayor of Woodbine,
Yes.
but Bill will go with me sometimes too. So that I enjoy, the camaraderie, that type of thing, just keep him busy and stuff like that. So they're your fun things, baseball and hunting.
Baseball and hunting, yeah.
All right.
I enjoy that. And do you know Sally Dickinson?
I love Sally Dickinson.
Okay, well, she's what I call Mom Dickinson.
You couldn't have a better mom than that lady.
Well, when I was a kid, her and her husband used to take me to Phillies games a lot.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed going up there with them.
Bob was great.
Yes, Bob was,
Yeah.
And we had a good time. So she texted me right after the Phillies won. She texted me. Yeah, so we've had that connection for a long time.
In fact, I've known them for 40 years, I guess, at least, because Bobby, young Bob, was a star player in Millville American Little League, and my team was real good, and his team was real good, and we played against each other. We ended up winning the league championship, but they were really close behind us. But watching Bob Sr., the way he was with people, with kids, just amazing. Of course, she's a sweetheart. So, yeah. And they both commercial township people, see? That's it. And you know what their son does?
No, I don't.
He is the man. Bob Dickinson Jr. is the administrator for the entire city of Vineland.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And Anthony Finucci loves him too.
Okay.
So he's got a combination of mom and dad both.
Well, you know what? I probably never made that connection,
Yeah.
but I have dealt with the city of Vineland a lot. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
just never made that
just
connection.
tell him. Say,
Yeah,
hey,
okay.
I'm your mom's other son.
I will.
You know?
Yeah.
Say,
I'll jump right on board with that.
take care of commercial township. And just great people. And that's what I enjoy too, Mike, about managing Little League and girls softball. Just met some great people. Got to tell you a funny story about All-Stars. This is girls softball. My feelings were, as the manager, every kid makes the All-Stars. They're playing. So I usually with girls, you'd have a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games. So I'd even chart it out so every girl got at least 10 innings in the 2 games. So my coaches, who are really nice guys, we're winning. They said, Jim, you got to knock this off. I said, what's that? They said, you can't play all the girls. You got to just play the best 10. I said, here, you take the scorebook. You're managing today's game. I want to coach third. Well, it ended up at the end of the day, we won one, lost one. But 2 girls never played 1 inning, and 1 girl was on my league team. Her mother said to me after she went by the dugout, she said, Jim, Heather was the girl's name. She's not playing anymore. She's done. She never got to play. I felt really bad. I went home. I called her. I said, look, I'm going to take the team back tomorrow. Please come. You'll play second. You'll play the whole game. I promise you that. So it worked out. She did. And this was neat. She had 3 hits and 4 times the plate, a triple, a double, and a single. Drove in 5 runs.
There you go.
And was named player of the game.
There you go.
So, I mean, not that, it just worked out. And when she came sliding into third with a triple and gave her a high five, I said, Heather, there is a softball god up in heaven. He's looking down on you. And I know she remembers that. She's in her 40s to this day, and I'll never forget it. I guess my point was the devastation it does to a boy or girl if they're named to the All-Star team and they don't play an inning. Come on, guys and gals, if you're doing that, please give the kids a chance to play. So I'm sure you made All-Stars, didn't you? So
I did, yeah.
They played the whole time. Who was your coach?
Well, it was Ricky, not Ricky, the state trooper. I can't.
Ricky Morales?
No,
he's not. Ray Morales.
Yeah, no. Shoot.
It's okay. I know it's been a long time ago.
It has been a long time.
And you got hit in the head a lot with those
Freddie. Doggone it.
Freddie the state trooper?
Freddie the state trooper. I cannot remember his last name. I'm sorry. I just can't remember it.
But I'm sure you had fun. Right?
We did, yes.
Now, did you get to coach when you were?
No. I did try to.
Well, you had daughters.
Coach.
So.
I did, yeah. I did try to coach a little bit, but I just didn't have time. I did. Yeah. I was
an electrician.
I was just way too busy. Yeah.
Well, Michael,
Freddie Hickman. I'm sorry.
Okay, Freddie Hickman. Thank you, Freddie Hickman.
I knew it would come to me. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You got it. Buddy, I appreciate you coming on, and I certainly wish you very well.
Thank you.
Coming up November the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll see you that night. Call me, and how things are going. And enjoy your time, and happy birthday to your daughter. And go have cake with your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Right, get over there.
That's right.
Thank you, Ryan Horowski, for producing the program today. Thank you, Mike Vizzard, Mayor of Commercial Township, for being our guest. Next week, next Thursday, the Mayor of Millville, along with her sidekick, Gary Galloway, will be back here at the Motorsports Park to bring you her program. Mayor of Millville will be here at Lisa Orndorff. So for Mike Vizzard, I'm Jim Quinn. Thanks for being with us. Stay tuned. First of all, coming up is the Coach's Corner Show with Tony Trongone and Coach Ayala. And Friday night, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, state playoff football, Millville versus Lacey Township. You can see it right on Channel 22, but better yet, you can watch it on the Quinn Broadcasting YouTube channel or the Quinn Broadcasting Facebook page. Take care, folks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.